this video I'm going to show you how to create, edit, delete and view files using PHP code. So you'll be creating a text file with PHP code, editing it out within a form. I'm going to create a while loop to view these files, just view all files in directory excluding some files. So let's get started. I've created 5 files here: index.php, createfile.php, editfile.php, edit.php and delete.php. You will find out why we have got 2 edits, but edit underscore file is the edit.php is the main one, I think, or edit underscore file will be the main one. I'll find out. Just carry on. Ignore me. So first of all, before we actually create any PHP code, I'm going to create an HTML form to actually to actually create the file type and a name for the file. So we can have form action. Form action is going to go to create underscore file.php, and the method is going to equal post, and the form of there, file name, and we can have input type is equal to text name, obviously name for the file. I can paragraph that off there to add the submit button. I don't think we need a name, to be honest, just a value. We're not sending it up, so we can have something like create file. So I reckon that actually 1 minute. For viewing the file, we can just paragraph this break off here after the form, and we can just have a header here of h2 / h2, and then that will just display the files underneath here later on using this PHP code. So let's see what we've got in that. We've got file name, type file name there, click create file, and once you've edited it out and saved it, it will appear here. So for the PHP code, first off, we're going to create a full path, and this is going to equal basically a dot, a full stop. Basically, a full stop just means look in the current directory only. So that's basically what's going on there. It's going to be the current directory or current folder. So the directory or folder, if you want to call it folder instead, at open door, and then we want to open the full path. You don't have to put full path, I suppose. You can probably just put, I don't know, path or something. Or I'm going to select or die, and say unable to open directory. Right, so we've opened that directory. Now what we can do is create our while loop to actually display these files inside the directory. So we've got file equals read dir, and we want to read from the directory, and basically we need if statements in here, but we're not with semicolon, sorry, it's just habit of doing that. File is equal to, so it's the same as 2 dots and then like that, and 2 of these are, that just means or you can specifically type or like that, but it's 2 of them. It's I think it's, is it shift? Yeah, shift and the one next to shift, in between shift and Z. So shift and that line. It looks like two lines, but it's one on the screen. So basically, we're going to put in there a dot. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like without any checks going on. So we're going to continue the script and echo echo out the files, so we can have ahref, and this will go to the file, and we can then name the file like that, and a /a, and then what we're going to do is just put about 5 dots, and then we're going to have ahref, and this is going to go to the edit.php, and we're going to have a question mark and name is equal to the file. So basically it's going to be a get. Instead of $_post, which we usually get, it's going to be $_get, because we're getting something what's been passed along through the browser, through the address bar. So basically what we need next is a delete one, but before we do that we need the edit /a, and we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then basically do the same for delete ahref, and that's going to go to delete.php. I'm going to say delete /a. Oops. But also we need on the end of this delete here, and the name is going to be the file name. So if I save this out and see what we've got, we can oops, no. 1 second. It might be because I've not done my if statement, to be honest. We just no, so it's not because of that, it's because we need underscore. After this we need to close the directory. So close the, and we want to close the directory. So now let's try it. No, okay, I'll Google. Let me just see what I've done wrong here. Okay, so basically if we just blank out the continue as well, this is what we get up here. As you can see, it's a bit of load of gobbledygook at the moment. So what we can do is, if we break these up, so just 1 second, if you go to the end of this and put a break on there, we can then refresh and we get that. So it's listed all the files in the current directory, and it displayed them there with edit and delete. And if you look down at the bottom, I've not done the edit one, but on the delete you see how you've got name, and the name changes to the actual name of the file. So let me just do the name. I have done it because I've not put a name equals it should be there. Right, try again. There we go, it's coming up now. Okay, so we want to blank all these out, because we don't want the user to see any of these files to actually delete them or edit them. So basically that's where this if statement and the continue comes in. So basically if and as you can see here, this dot, and you've got 2 dots, the dot, which means current directory, as you've probably known from this dot here, what we did in the full path, and the dot means the directory below the previous directory. So as you can see, I've got create file in the directory and then PHP. So if I click on the 2 dots, it'll take me to the PHP directory. So basically that's what the dot and 2 dots mean. So basically we just want to cover all the marks. If I put dot in there, and then if I just get rid of these for now, and refresh, and you can see the dot has gone away. So basically we need to basically just copy this along so many times, and basically just put in each file. Index.php. Yeah, it gets kind of repetitive on this one. Create underscore file.php. Just name all the files that you don't want the user to see, basically. So edit underscore file.php, edit.php, and we need one more for delete.php. I think that's all of them. We can refresh. Okay, so there we go. All the files have been removed from there, and the only files that the user will see is what file the user has created and edited and such. So I'm going to leave this as part 1, and in part 2 I'm going to show you how to create the create underscore file script to actually create a file. So join me in part 2.